Okay, folks, so I'm doing this big weekend in South London in a couple of weeks' time. I've already done a couple of videos on what I'll be doing on the morning of the first day. On the second day, in the afternoon of the first day, I'm going to be doing two long sessions. The first of these will be on a mixture of different things. At 2 p.m. on Saturday the 7th of October, I'm going to be spending an hour and a half looking at... Particularly, I'm going to be looking at three things. Mundane astrology. Now, this won't take too long, but I'm going to be looking at how... I'll be looking at the non-personal astrology. Mundane means connected with the mundane, which comes from the Latin for the earth. So it's going to be earth-related, non-human. So this can range from weather prediction to volcanoes and earthquakes, and I will be specifically looking at volcanoes and earthquakes in this context. I'll be looking at the astrology of recent events on the mundane level. I'll be particularly looking at the horoscopes of countries and the horoscopes of companies / corporations, because these can tell us a lot about how the large blocks, BLOCS, the large groupings of people and the trends that make them behave the way they do. I'm also going to be looking at astrocartography. It's rapidly becoming in vogue. I've been putting people's charts on a map of the world since the software came out around 1999, 1998, something like that. And I've been interpreting it since 2001. So I've been working with this a long time. And it's quite simply the art of placing a horoscope on the Earth's surface and then using that horoscope's locations to show the best and the worst places in the world for individuals for things like relationship, career, residence. And it's not rocket science. It actually does make sense. And you can do it without computers. It just takes a lot more calculation. I'm also going to be looking at the astrology of relationships. What type of relationships work best? Why relationships do and don't work? The difference between romance and relationship from an astrological perspective. And particularly I'm going to be looking at synastry, which is the comparing of two horoscopes together, showing which bits work, which bits fire up, and which bits are just a damp squib. And I'll be looking at the composite chart, which is an analysis of the relationship between individuals. It's not talking about the individuals, it's talking about the relationship. So it doesn't need to be between two individuals. It can be between an individual, or maybe not a personal relationship. It can be between two friends, or a social relationship, or a professional relationship. And it can show how that relationship will work or won't work. But you can extend this beyond the human. A composite chart can be used to look at the relationship that an individual will have with their family group, or with their pet, or even with their car. And there is a fair bit of humour here about how certain signs of the zodiac do tend to go for certain cars, or certain types of cars. For example, Aries prefer red cars. Scorpio, they like black cars, but they don't care what colour it is really, as long as it's got tinted windows. Leos, well, they just want a palace on wheels. They don't care what it looks like on the outside, but it's got to be comfortable on the inside with plenty of big seats and plenty of room. And this chapter's written on the astrology of cars. I used to do one myself as part of my stand-up comedy routine. So I will be touching on this as well. So this will be taking place at 2 p.m. on Saturday, the 7th of October. And you're welcome to come along. I'm still just over half sold out. There's still a number of spaces left. If you want details on this or all the other workshops I'll be doing over that weekend, drop me a line, steve@stevejudd.co. Thanks, folks. Bye.